Hello all, and look, we're on KSP again. Welcome back. If you're wondering where these videos have been, basically KSP started crashing shortly after the last episode I made, and it was really unreliable, and a couple of updates have come out since, and I'm on the 64-bit one now, but it was really dodgy, and I also don't have any mods installed now at all, not even like the skybox change or anything, because it just makes it so unstable. And that also means, unfortunately, that I have had to make a new save game. So this is a new one, as before it's just called Ryan's Space Program, and of course I have Ryan's Career where I've just played on it for like 10 minutes and then got annoyed and stopped. Anyway, so what I'm going to do in this video is just show you what's going on in this space program, in case you're wondering. For the very few viewers that there are, videos like these over the period of like a few months get like, what, 30 views at the most, maybe 20, 10? Anyway, yeah, I always have to go on the tracking station first, because it's very crashy still, even though this is an unmodified version. Sometimes if I go straight into the hangar or the vehicle assembly building, it just crashes when I load in an object. Whatever. So yeah, here is cloudless Kerbin, and in the background you see very sort of smoky cloudy stars, which you get in the base game. So far I've put the comms satellites up because Kerbin needs some form of communication, even though technically you don't need this in the game. I've got comms 1A, comms 1B, that one is going along that axis. I don't have any more at the moment, but more may come soon. I made a moon rover. I believe this is one that has like, it's something that has wheels on it. What am I saying? It's a rover, of course it's got bloody wheels on it. I mean, the actual lander, yeah, that was it, yeah. That was just quite a cool invention, this one, because the lander itself is the rover. It's got these legs, and then it sort of flips down. I wonder if I can do it. Let's turn on RCS. Nah, I can't do it. But yeah, it lands like that, even though the legs are skew, just ignore that. And then the front two legs go up with one of the action keys, and then it rolls down onto its wheels, and then the legs sort of fold in, and then away we have a rover. There's brakes on, can't move. There we go. God, it's slow. Go! And yeah, we can have a Kerbal on board as well, even though I don't, because as usual, I'm looking after my Kerbals because they mean something, I guess. So let's stop this, let's go back to the Space Center once it's stopped moving, there we are. See what else we've got going around Kerbin, or even not just around Kerbin, I've actually explored a bit further as well. Okay, so we have this. It's called the NPE, and that stands for Neighbouring Planet Explorer. It's basically a rocket satellite duo thing, which I used to make all the time actually, which is designed to go to Eve and Duna. And basically this thing, once it gets to, in this case Eve, this satellite here, well, and this lander here, it's all one unit, and then it splits. The satellite carries on going around as a little communications thing, and the lander goes down onto a planet. Unfortunately, this one ended up in the water, and it was sort of a failure, but it's still in one piece, so that one's that. There's that one. And then we have another Neighbouring Planet Explorer. This is a Duna one. This was quite an experience landing on Duna because there's barely any atmosphere, which is the complete opposite of Eve. I'm pretty sure when I did the Eve one I tried to aerobrake and I just messed it up so badly. But I did save it in the end. It was the total opposite for Duna because this thing has barely any atmosphere. I think I'm on quite high ground here as well. Well yeah, look, 3,641 meters. But that is what the unit looks like. It's got all sorts of science stuff on it, even though I can't actually use it because I'm not in career mode. The music's still a bit glitchy. I miss the old days when the music wouldn't like skip and whenever you did things. There's the satellite. That wasn't an intentional orbit. Normally I like to do it equatorial, but that one looks kind of nice in a way. Kerbal Space Center. That was just a flag to sort of show me where it is when it's on the dark side of the planet, which is often a problem I'm having. I will go on to that one there in a bit. And yes, I've made another shuttle without making any videos about it. This is my 4th shuttle. I can go into detail on that maybe in the next video, but there's one that went to Minmus, and it had a cargo of extra fuel, which is interesting, something I've never done before. Unfortunately, due to a staging cock-up, I actually blew one of the wings off of the shuttle, so there's no chance of that going back to Kerbin. Well, not really, but there's no one on board, so again, doesn't matter. I've also got a Minimus landing site. I have sent a lander there and sent it back. And what's this? Ah yes, I launched this last night. This is the KLR comms. That's Kerbin long range comms. It's basically just a really far, sort of high altitude satellite with an absolute ton of equipment on board. I did actually fail my first launch of this because once I got out there, it was actually a higher altitude when I first did it, but once I got out there I realised I had not put any RCS thrusters on as usual, and I hadn't even put on a control unit, so it was just a piece of debris really. That's that satellite. Okay, and then we can go on and look at the one that I missed, which is called Excalibur. That has got people on board. In fact, quite a few people actually. Let's have a quick peek. There it is. It's been up there for 128 days in total. Let's fly it. My frame rate's going to drop a little bit when it loads. Anytime now. In space, no one can hear you loading. There we go. That is Excalibur. So this actually did have some buggy problems with this part here because there was a texture issue. Well, no, there still is a texture issue. So I can have a sort of look about Excalibur and show you what everything is. So we can start at this point. This is the actual main part, the core of Excalibur. That's got Bill Kerman on board. He's in here looking at the stars at the moment. Get some really good views from this cockpit of Kerbin. On the sides here we have some escape pods. If you get into those, there's some solid rocket fuel boosters. You know, the little what are they called? Ones that separate you, the separatron thingies. Where are they? I can't actually see. Oh, there we are. They're on the wings. Yeah, once you get in those and you stage it, you undock there. Bloody hell, my words are failing. Once you undock, that fires the little thing away, and then you go back down to Kerbin and land. It hasn't got any parachutes on board though, so it's a bit risky. So I've got two of those. There's the big solar array. It's actually got the ideas from looking at other stations in KSP and in real life. Here we have a cargo bay. What side is it on? Other side. I can't really see it because it's on the dark side, but that opens up and you can put stuff in there, and I've got a medium docking port and a large docking port. Let's just close that up again. Right, this bit with a ring, this is absolutely tons of electric charge. I mean, look, if we have a look at the resources here, we've got 32,450 units of electric charge. That's all going around the ring, and we also have RCS, even though every unit has RCS because you have to dock it. I've also got xenon gas if we ever need to use it in maybe a future upgrade. We've got a couple of solar panels just for when I set the thing up. We've got some storage units to put Kerbals in so they can sort of chill out. Bit of fuel in there if we want to use it for any docking, you know, a shuttle comes in, needs some fuel. We've got these two science labs, and they both have Kerbals on board. That's got Patuki and Bob Kerman. And this one, Rich Hatton Matoloy Kerman, whatever, yeah, those guys are currently doing science. On here we have the docking and refuel station. These are just big, well I think that's just, yeah, those aren't actually tanks, but these two tanks are completely full, as well as of course the odd tank or two around there. And we have two docking stations here for if you want to park up and, you know, have a look at Excalibur. We've also got little fuel bits here. We got resources all over the station basically. But that is Excalibur. It's probably my favourite station I've made so far in this game. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, that's basically it so far. So if you want to keep on watching, then just subscribe or whatever. I'm never going to force you to, well, I'm never going to ask you to subscribe or like my videos, because personally, whenever someone does that to me, I think, nope, not gonna. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Keep on watching.